Hey there, welcome back to the channel here on Port Royal Pop, and welcome to the first edition of a new series we are doing here on the channel. This is Retro Rewind, so this is sort of like a companion vodcast to the Retro Replay that we do over in Port Royal Gaming, but this one is going to be based all around movies, and more specifically all around physical media. So this is a show where we pick a movie or movie series and we take a look at some of the physical media releases that this movie has gone through over the years, and we plug them in, boot up the menus, have a look what's on the discs, and have a look at the VHSs as well. And we even got a VHS player here at Port Royal Network, so if there is a physical media copy of a VHS that we have, which we have today, then we're going to check that out as well. So today on the show, to kick things off, we are going to be taking a look at this movie called Goldeneye. So Goldeneye is Pierce Brosnan's first outing as James Bond Agent 007. It was released back in 1995, and so we've got 3 editions of the home media that we've got. So we've got the VHS, the DVD, and the Blu-ray. Now, this is the special edition DVD. So there was an original release of this, of the DVD, which is basically like that went alongside the VHS. It's got this cover, and basically it was pretty basic. And then this special edition came along in 2003, so this is the 2003 edition that we've got. So yeah, let's have a look at it, shall we? We'll start with the VHS edition of Goldeneye. Okay, so first thing, let's check out Goldeneye on the VHS. Let's go ahead and press play on our trusted CRTV. Bit of a warning screen to start things off, eh? Nothing like it. So this is a little message that you get when you start the VHS up. MGM and UA, little logo there, blippy as that was going on, as you can see. It's rated PG here in Australia. United Artists logo. And by the looks of things, it's going to go straight into the movie. Yep. See probably the VHS head and the unit could do with a clean, because it keeps jumping a bit there. But you can see the actual movie is full picture of the TV. It's full screen. It didn't do any letterbox effect or anything like that. And I would probably guess that it's like this until the opening credits. Just fast forward it a bit until we get to the credits. Of course, with DVDs, you can just skip the chapter. But what we can do, we'll just stop it bit of a trial and error sort of thing if you fast forward it a bit. Alright, I'll press stop. Let's see how far forward that pushed it. Yeah, this is close. I want to just get to the opening titles to see what they did with that, because I bet they've letterboxed it for the credits. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and press fast forward one more time. Just push it up a bit. It's about there. Let's see where that is. Hoping it's the titles or close to. Yes, it is. Mistaken, it's stayed full screen. Wonder if any of the titles are going to be cropped out. Done a special titles. On the special titles for the VHS release. Will bring him to his knees. See him move through smoke and mirrors. Feel his presence. Alright, what we're going to do next, if I can, if we can just do a fast forward right to the end of the tape. Because I'm going to guess this is where all the special features are. So let's just go ahead and fast forward it. And it's really like a trial and error try to fix. Alright, so a bit of an update now. So that was the VHS version started off. You can just see that the basically just consisted of just the warning message at the start of the tape, followed by the age rating, and then straight into the movie. Now I tried to fast forward to the end of it because I thought there might have been some special features. So usually when you get VHS releases, the special features that are included are either going to be at the front of the tape or at the back. However, I just realized as well now that this is just the standard movie release of it. So there was just like how there's the special edition DVD here, there is this same special edition VHS. So you know how it's got this little special edition casing. The VHS also has the tape, and the special features that some are included on this one will be on that version of the tape. So that's why there won't be any special features on this VHS tape. What I will do though is I'll open them up and just give you guys a look. So this is a VHS tape if you haven't seen one. This is Goldeneye, as you can see written there. The age rating, MGMUA there. Little sticker or a security sticker on the side here. There. I guess it just says that this cassette tape hasn't been opened. On the top we've got this MGMUA sort of, what is it? Copyright warning again. Little MGMUA sticker there, and of course you can see the tape inside. So we did fast forward about halfway through the movie, and that's what the back looks like. And I'll give you just another closer look at the case itself. You can see basically the poster of the movie. Price, what it was with the little WB. So I am guessing that possibly here in Australia, Warner is the distributor. And there's the back cover, some scene from the movies, little tagline there: no limits, no fears, no substitutes. And then a little copyright thing, and you probably can't see it, but it tells you how long the movie is, so about 125 minutes. To say that this is an Australian release. It's got stereo sound Dolby, this cassette tape. So yeah, that's the VHS tape right there. Like I said, it's just the movie loaded onto this tape. So basically just serves the purpose of just to watch the movie, and that's about it. So that's Goldeneye VHS. Moving on now, we're going to go to disc media. Before that, I will actually show you. I'm going to turn around for a second if I can. If I can find it. Don't forget also that this movie, Goldeneye, also featured one of the best video games of all time in Goldeneye 007 for the Nintendo 64. I guess you can check out Retro Replay 1-up, our other channel here on part of the Port Royal Network, if you want to see more about Goldeneye. Okay, next up are our DVDs. So I showed you this one at the start of the show, the special edition DVD, which is what we're going to be checking out first. But also, a couple years later, about 2006, there was another re-release of the James Bond series on DVD, and this time it was the Ultimate Edition set. And these are what the cases looked like. All the movies had this sort of style, the logo and a scene from the movie and the Bond at the front. You can see that this is a skinny one because this is part of the Pierce Brosnan box set. So they came individually packaged, which had the thick DVD case, the normal DVD case. And then they're all packaged with the actor set. So the Sean Connery set, the Roger Moore set, and the Pierce Brosnan set, with just the Dalton films and Lazenby on their own. So this is the Goldeneye Ultimate Edition DVD set. So for this one, the skinny disc itself is just the 2 discs inside, blank cover art. In the thicker DVD cases, you'll find some artwork inside, and basically just the same artwork that's on the background of the outside. So this is the Ultimate Edition, and this is the Special Edition. What's the difference? The Special Edition was the first release. Well, this is technically the second release for Goldeneye, but this is the first time that all the movies were released as a bundle on DVD in their Special Edition. So they added a bunch of special features, which we'll check out shortly. And it also featured a little collectible book in each of the movies. So this is the Goldeneye book. Yeah, let's just show you inside. Shows the cast. It talks about some of the background things that happened, like the real life story behind the movie. So you can see it's got this little headline, Hero for the Ages. And you can just find in the 6 years following the release of License to Kill, the world's geopolitical structure shifted dramatically. So basically talking about some real world elements that affected how Bond was changing in the 90s. So the Berlin Wall fell. The Cold War was basically coming to an end. And they're just talking about how are they gonna take the series and bring it up to what's happening now, because Bond has always been about the Cold War, really. It's always been about that battle for Queen and for country in the Cold War. So it talks about that. It talks about some of the just one of the stunts in it. So the St. Petersburg tank chase in the movie talks a bit about that. So I'll just read some of the facts that's included on here. So it says that the filmmakers were permitted to bring their tank into the country. They were required to prove that its weapons system had been completely deactivated. So I should go back and point out that this tank scene was partially shot in St. Petersburg in Russia, which is where the scene was actually set. And it's just talking about how the Russian government, allowed the filmmakers to bring their tank in, but had to be removed of the weaponry. 150 permits were granted. So they had to apply for 150 permits, and they were successful in all of it to film in St. Petersburg. It talks about that the cities inadequate infrastructure caused several problems for the production when the company wished to drive their tank down a certain street. So the under the streets of some of the streets in St. Petersburg, the tank was actually too heavy that it'll actually sink the road. Scary. And here's actually an interesting fact that I'm just reading now that I didn't actually know about, but does make sense. So most of the St. Petersburg citizens watching the film had never seen a James Bond movie before, because the 16 previous Bond films had been banned in the Soviet Union. And I was talking about before that the Bond series is all about the Cold War and the battle against the communist Russia and the Soviet Union. So yeah, there's no way that the Soviet Union would have allowed Agent 007 to be shown on the big screen there. So with the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the collapse of the Soviet Union, the change of government in Russia allowed them to come in and film it. It's got some other facts here. It says that former Bond star Roger Moore paid a visit to Goldeneye set. His son Christian was working as a third assistant director. And yeah, it talks about some of the other things as well from the movie. And then on the back page, you got this little picture, poster, Bond and Natalia. Some more scenes from the movie, including a look at the Goldeneye satellite. So it says, to access special features, press the menu button on your DVD remote control. To do that now. Aha, here we go. So it says that Goldeneye is offered in widescreen format, enabling you to experience the picture exactly as originally shown in theaters. Depending on the film shot, the widescreen format presents 50% more image to the left, right of the screen than normal pan and scan process, thus preserving the director's vision of the scene. So how we just looked at the VHS version of the movie, it was basically like a square. And then on DVD, it's made for widescreen. So you can see here at the bottom, it's got a little graphic here, if you can make that out. So the little red box is standard, that's 4:3. So that's what the VHS aspect ratio is. And then the black box around it that says widescreen, that's the entire movie that we're going to see here on the DVD. Obviously it's going to be letterbox, so I'll have the little black bars top and bottom. So let's go ahead and check out the special edition DVD for Goldeneye. So here's a look at the disc again. Just like that. We'll pop it in. Okay, we'll go English. Sound. So look at this menu. This is the main menu layout. Got play, got feature, language, scene selection, and then there it is. Special features is what we'll be looking at. Okay, it's got here's some of the special features of this disc. So you got the World of 007 documentary. You can listen to the movie with the audio commentary by director Martin Campbell, who also did Casino Royale, the big James Bond reboot. Did a good job of it. A video journal, so I'm guessing that's the making of Goldeneye. Promotional feature, 2 trailers, 12 TV spots, and the music video for Goldeneye by Tina Turner. Let's play some of these spots. Oh, there we go. 7 for Goldeneye. 007.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
Do it with style.
Kill him.
The pleasure will be all mine.
Do it with grace.
Trust me.
But most of all, do it with passion.
When you told him to kill me, did you mean it?
Yes. Do you know how to use one of these?
Yes. The trick is to quit while you're still a kid.
That's one trick I've never learned.
Goldeneye, rated PG-13. On November 17th, United Artists brings you the return of Bond.
James Bond.
Goldeneye, rated PG-13.
Alright, let's... check out the trailers, shall we?
When the world is the target
72 hours ago, a secret weapon system was detonated over Seven-Iron.
and the threat is real,
Goldeneye exists. A radiation surge that destroys everything with an electronic circuit.
you can still depend on one man.
I want you to find Goldeneye.
3,
Find who took it
2,
and stop it.
1.
I think I've seen this trailer a few times actually, and yeah, it's pretty good.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
The world's most famous secret agent is back.
We aim to please.
And this time, 007 is facing the ultimate enemy. The man who knows him best.
Hello, James. What an unpleasant surprise.
006.
What's the matter? No pithy comeback?
He was your friend, and now he's your enemy, and you will kill him.
Is the satellite in range? Target is London.
Now, the entire world...
If you really wanted to go into this movie and be intrigued as to who's coming back from
See you in hell, James.
for Bond after the big pre-credits scene with Trevelyan,
Pleasure will be all mine.
then the trailer just goes ahead and just says that Well, Trevelyan's not going to die in the opening, guys. He's going to be back and he's going to be the villain of this movie.
The writing's on the wall?
Grow up, 007. I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur, a relic of the Cold War.
You know, James, I was always
Writings on the Wall, Sam Smith's song from Spectre.
Boys with toys.
Trick is to quit while you're still here.
I wouldn't think of it.
Charming, sophisticated secret agent. Shaken but not disturbed.
Get us out of here!
Bond, only Bond. Man just won't take a hint.
I need the gun.
That depends on your definition of safe sex.
On November 17th, United Artists brings you
Trust me.
James Bond.
Why can't you just be a good boy and die? That's one trick I've never learned.
Let's check out the second one then. There's this sort of shot that they do as a promotional material for this movie when Brosnan, it's the gun barrel, but Brosnan walks across. And instead of just shooting straight, he shoots... Anyway, I wonder if it's in the second trailer. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah. So that's such a good shot.
You were expecting someone else?
So when he said, "Are you expecting someone else?" I don't know if he, like, I'm not sure what that was like as a poke at something from '95. Well, it would have been '94, maybe '95.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
Christmas '95. Back to the menu. Let's go to the scene selection. It's cool. They're all got what do you call it? Titles for each chapter instead of just pictures. Some DVDs just have pictures of the chapters, other have titles. Nice. That's the Martin DB5. Did a Lego build of that one recently. So that logo was sort of warped in the VHS edition, as was this sequence. So before on the VHS we were trying to find the opening titles, so we fast forwarded a bit. But on here you just press the button, and it's now going to prove me a liar. Here you can just press the button like that, take it to the next chapter. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing this on, so on the VHS edition, I just want to point something out. Remember how we said that the 4:3 ratio was sort of, I don't know how to point on the screen, I don't know, was sort of like a boxed image. So all this would have been cropped to be a box. So those names there, those titles would actually have been moved to the middle. So definitely they would have created its own sort of opening titles for the VHS edition. No doubt about that. Alright. Back to the menu like this. I just press that little button there and it takes you right back to the very start of the disc. So yeah, back to the selection. So that was that one. Might leave it there for that special edition DVD of Goldeneye. Next up, we're going to pop in the Ultimate Edition. Now, there's 2 discs on the Ultimate Edition. So, disc 1, I'll just show you. Disc 1 is the feature film. But we're going to pop in disc 2. Which are the special features. Hoping it runs though, because I don't know if you can see it on the hoping it runs, because it looked a little bit scratched. We're about to find out if it does. I love these Ultimate Edition menus, by the way. So this is the Ultimate Edition DVD. You can see a lot different to what the Special Edition looked like. So you've got all these different things. Let's start with the database images, shall we? The titles and the menus of designed a lot like what the opening credits would look like. So already I'm just seeing so the rest, this is sort of out of place, to be honest. This sort of menu design looks like something out of the special edition DVD, the way that it's set up. Not really something that the Ultimate Edition, like the look of it. Natalia. And I don't know if you can pause it. Oh, let's check out Sean Bean. That's quick. That's Xenia. The Good and the Bad. What's that about? Oh, okay, so it's just the extra characters. The good guys, the bad guys, the allies. Valentina Zukovsky. I suppose we'll look at Bond's team. So this is the first appearance of M, played by Judi Dench in the series, as well as Samantha Bond's Moneypenny. Samantha Bond obviously went on to play Moneypenny. There's Tanner. Went on to play Moneypenny throughout all of the Brosnan films. Can I go back? I want to go back. I wonder if this acts as just a video that you can rewind. No. I want to go back to that picture of Q, Desmond Llewellyn, because he's got the little... I saw the little gadget there that he used in A View to a Kill at the very end of it. I wonder if that's actually in Q's lab. I'll have to have a look at it again. Well, here we go. Some storyboards. This is the chase at the start of the film after the opening credits. Well, it's not a chase, it's a race between Bond and Onatop, their first meeting. Oh, here we go. Let's check out the last one from the image gallery as we'll look at these. The posters. Let's see if we can spot some of these promotional images that we used here. Yep, there's one. Oh, close. Look at the miniature Russia in the background. Movie poster. Teaser poster. That's it. Alright. Alright, let's dip out of here. Ministry of Propaganda. Yeah, so these are all the TV spots. And they're actually titled this time. I can't remember how many TV spots there were in the special edition, but they're all just numbered. So let's just watch this one. This is like a shorter version of that trailer. This one. Remember this one?
On November 17th, United Artists brings you the return of James Bond.
You were expecting someone else? Name's Bond. James Bond. No more foreplay.
Goldeneye, rated PG-13.
I see this other one here. So Bond is always traditionally pretty big in England. You know, he's representing the United Kingdom. I just want to see what this one's about.
It's America's #1 movie with a bullet. Critics are calling Goldeneye one of the best action-adventure movies of the 19th.
And you know what, I say that, but Bond he's a worldwide
Goldeneye, rated PG-13.
known franchise. So yeah, they're usually #1 anywhere they go. Alright, let's come back to the main menu. So 007 Mission Dossier is where you'd find all the original special features that was made for the movie, including so there, you remember these ones, the World of 007, Goldeneye video journal, promotional featurette, and the music video, all on the special edition. So that's where you'd find those. And then if you come up to the declassified MI6 vault, this is where you'd find all the new stuff. This is where all the new features were popped. So usually in all of these Ultimate Edition Bond films, you get all the deleted scenes here. You got some storyboard sort of sequences. Cast of little thing there. Location scouting. The press event when they announced Pierce Brosnan. Bit of a story on Martin Campbell. Alright, let's go back. So yeah, all these different sections of this menu will show you different things. So what I'll finish off with, I'll go to the top here and up to the 007 one. So the new Bond. So the fact that this is Pierce Brosnan's new one. So you get your first look at him. So it's in the toilet scene. You get the scene where he says Bond, James Bond, and the Baccarat Casino. You can watch the gun barrel just on its own, which has a killer tune. But the one thing that I like about these Ultimate Edition DVDs is that you can watch the opening titles, and then you can watch them without the text, so without the titles on the screen. Just do a quick demo for you. Here's the opening titles. So there, see nothing's coming up on the screen, so it's text list. So pretty much all of the films have that feature available. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, back to the main menu. So the Blu-ray edition of Goldeneye is basically that with the resolution turned right up to HD. Got it here somewhere. Yeah, so that's just the Ultimate Edition. And so everything that was on this set is included just on this one disc. Not two discs, just the one disc. So the special features are built into the main menu. And this actual Blu-ray came from this box set, which I'll just quickly show you guys. The 50th anniversary of James Bond came in this little golden box set with all the films in there, and it even included this little bonus disc, and there was like a spare space in the case, so when Skyfall released, you could actually just buy Skyfall, take it out of that cover and put it in there. Of course, there's been 2 more films since then, and with the way that No Time to Die turned out, it's going to be another reboot of the Bond franchise, which is intriguing. I'm looking forward to it. So there you have it. That's all the editions of Goldeneye. Well, the VHS and the 2 DVD editions of Goldeneye that I've got. Some of the menus and features from these forms of physical media. So that's all we've got time for on this premiere episode of Retro Rewind. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please consider leaving a thumbs up and hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content such as this on Retro Rewind. It's going to be a regular VHS and DVD vodcast. Hoping to do it weekly. Going to try to do it weekly. Might be starting off maybe fortnightly, and just building it up again, because I've got a bunch of DVDs and a bunch of VHSs that I'm going to present here on the show. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here on Port Royal Pop for the next edition of Retro Rewind. But it is goodbye for now.